you doing?
I'm going to call the station. They can't do this to us.
Bess, don't.
What are we going to do? Are you going to go?
You know what I'd like to do?
What?
Make a deal. I'll give up Texas if you'll give up the show.
Give it up? It's over. It gave us up.
Bess, I know you. You'll be on the phone to CBS, NBC, and ABC and have us on again tomorrow.
Talk shows have had it.
Then you'll have us playing records. You'll have us on. You get what you want.
What do you want?
I want you.
Les, I can't take it when you're like that.
What?
Romantic.
I'm not being romantic. I'm being honest.
That's worse.
Look. We've tried everything. And you know darn well we haven't truly been happy since we stopped paying attention to each other. I'll make you a deal. I'll give up Texas if you give up New York.
And where would we go?
I don't know. Connecticut? Yes, Connecticut. We own a home there and we've never lived there.
What would we do there?
I could write my book and you could write yours. We could kick the suburbs out of the house in Connecticut. How about that? We could live in our house. We could live there together. Work there together. And even come into New York now and then.
What about my column?
Give it up. You don't really like writing that crap anyway. You're just used to the income.
No. It's fun. Seeing all those people, going to all those...
You don't win a Pulitzer Prize writing about who's with whom at 21.
I don't know. If I can write something good. I was 24. I haven't written anything of substance in years.
How are you going to know if you never start? Starting is the hardest part. Take it from me.
What are you talking about? You start hundreds of things. You never finish anything.
All right. I'll help you start, and you'll help me finish. And we'll write those darn books. And we can even eat breakfast, where we don't even have to talk. Or we could sleep through breakfast. 3 people can do that.
Would we keep this apartment?
Is that really important to know now? We'll sublet it out to Dowsers.
Oh, Les.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Yesterday, we were on the verge of divorce. How could we seriously decide to drop everything today and run off and live together? That's crazy.
I don't know. I just think it sounds a hell of a lot less crazy than indoor baseball.
Yes? What? Oh, but okay, sure, okay.
What is it?
We're on in 2!
Wait a minute. We're canceled.
We have 2 weeks. They have to do it 2 weeks.
The hell with them. The way they told us in the paper, forget it.
Les, we owe our listeners something. Let's go gracefully. 2 weeks. What's 2 weeks?
It's going to seem like 2 millenniums.
No, we'll do things that we've never done before. We'll have fun.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, all said. Good morning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thanks. What do you want to talk about? We'll talk about baseball for 2 weeks. Baseball, okay?
I don't want to talk baseball. I want to call it quits. Now.
Les, we owe our listeners something. 2 weeks, Les.
Miss Jokes?
Yes?
Where are you?
I'm right here behind you. Can I do anything for you?
Sit here, where I can see you. Don't stop talking. I can't stand being tied up. It makes me panicky. A man can die of panic.
Not if he enjoys it as much as you, Mr. Shannon.
What do you mean by that insulting remark?
It wasn't meant as an insult, just an observation. I don't judge people, I draw them. That's all I do, just draw them. But in order to draw them, I have to observe them first, don't I?
Why have you turned against me all of a sudden, when I need you the most?
I haven't turned against you at all, Mr. Shannon. I've just attempted to give you a character sketch of yourself in words instead of pastel crayons or charcoal.
Okay, I can't see what you're doing back there, Miss Jokes, honey. But I almost swear, you're making yourself a pot of poppy seed tea. Does this strike you as the right time for a tea party?
Stop it! Stop being childishly cruel. I can't stand for a person that I respect to talk and behave like a small, cruel boy, Mr. Shannon.
What have you found to respect in me, Miss Thin, standing up, female Buddha?
I respect a person that has had to fight and howl for his decency. For
What
his,
decency?
Yes, for his decency. And for his bit of goodness, much more than the lucky ones who just had theirs handed to them at birth and never afterwards snatched away by unbearable torments.
You respect me?
I do.
All right then, Miss Thin, standing up, female Buddha. Let me try some of your poppy seed tea.
I ran out of sugar, but I had some ginger. Some sugar ginger. It's not well brewed yet, but try some now. The second cup will be better.
Out! Free! Unassisted.
Yes, I never doubted that you could get loose, Mr. Shannon.
No thanks for your help anyhow.
Where are you going?
To the liquor cart. To pour myself some rum.
Oh.
Miss Jokes, would you like some rum?
No, thank you, Mr. Shannon.
You don't mind me having mine?
Not at all, Mr. Shannon.
You don't care for this self-indulgence?
Liquor isn't your problem, Mr. Shannon.
Okay, then what is it?
The oldest one in the world. The need to believe in something or in someone. Almost anyone. Almost anything. Something.
Your voice sounds hopeless about it.
No, I'm not hopeless. In fact, I've discovered something to believe in.
Something like God?
No.
Then what?
Broken gates between people so that they can reach each other. Even if it's just for one night only.
One night stands, huh?
More like one night communication between them. On a veranda outside of their separate cubicles, Mr. Shannon.
You don't mean physically, do you?
No.
Oh. Then what?
A little understanding exchange between them so that they can help each other through nights like this. I can help you because I've been through what you're going through now. I had something like your spook. I just had a different name for it. I called him the Blue Devil, and we had quite a battle, quite a contest between us.
Which you obviously won.
I couldn't afford to lose.
How'd you beat your Blue Devil?
I showed him that I could endure it, and I made him respect my endurance.
How?
Just by enduring. Endurance is something that makes Blue Devils respect, and they respect all the tricks that panicky people use to outlast and outwit their pain.
Like poppy seed tea.
Poppy seed tea or rum or just a few deep breaths. Anything, everything that we take to give them the slip, and so to keep on going.
To where?
Somewhere like this, perhaps. This veranda with a rainforest and still water beaches after long, difficult travels. And I don't mean just travels around the world, the Earth's surface. I mean subterranean travels. Travels that the spooked and bedeviled people are forced to take through the unlighted side of their nature.
Don't tell me you have a dark side to your nature.
I'm sure I don't have to tell a man as experienced and knowledgeable as you, Mr. Shannon. Everything has its shadowy side. Everything in the whole world has its shadowy side. Except the sun itself. The sun is the single exception. You're not listening, are you? If you're up before an hour, bring your coffee and tea. If you ask me.
No, you'll be gone by then. God help you.
It's Mrs. Edna Edison. Send somebody right away. I've just been robbed. I'm all alone. My husband isn't home from work yet. Yes, Mrs. Edna Edison. I could have been killed. Thank you. All right. know?
Didn't Mildred come in to clean today?
Not today, Mondays and Thursdays.
What happened here? Why is this place such a mess?
We've been robbed.
What do you mean, robbed?
Robbed. Robbed. What does robbed mean? They come in, they take things out. They robbed us.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Someone just walked in and robbed us?
What do you think? They called up and made an appointment? We've been robbed.
All right, calm down. Take it easy, Edna. I'm just asking a simple question. What happened? What did they get?
I don't know yet. I was out shopping. I was gone 5 minutes. I came back. I found it like this.
You couldn't have gone 5 minutes. Look at this place.
5 minutes. That's all I was gone.
5 minutes, huh? Then we better call the FBI because every crook in New York must have been
The
in.
next was in here because I was only gone for 5 minutes.
When you came back into the building, did you notice anyone suspicious looking?
Everyone in this building is suspicious looking.
You didn't see anybody carrying any bundles or packages?
I didn't notice.
What do you mean you didn't notice?
I didn't notice. You think I looked for people leaving the building with my television set?
You took the television, the brand new color television?
You weren't looking for the 1948 film code.
It was here. They took it. I can't get a breath up.
All right, sit there. I'll get a drink.
I don't want to drink.
A little scotch, it'll calm you down.
It won't calm me down because they took the scotch. They took the scotch too.
All the scotch?
All the scotch.
No, they're going to take the cheap scotch and leave the Chivas Regal. They took it all. They cleaned us out.
Those thieving jerks. All in 5 minutes. They must have been gorillas to lift all that. All right, calm down because you are hysterical.
I'm not hysterical.
You're hysterical.
You're making me hysterical. Don't you understand? My house has just been robbed.
What am I? A boarder? My house has been robbed too. My color television and my Chivas Regal is missing, the same as yours.
You didn't walk in and find it. I did.
What's the difference? Who found it? There's still nothing to drink and nothing to watch.
Don't yell at me. I'm just as upset as you are.
I'm sorry. I'm excited too. Let me get you a Valium. It'll calm you down.
I don't want a Valium.
Take one.
I'm not taking a Valium.
Why are you so stubborn?
I'm not stubborn. We don't have any. They took the Valium too.
Medicine chest, Valium, Seconals, aspirin, shaving cream, toothpaste, razor blades. They left a toothbrush. You want to go in and brush your teeth? They still did it.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Dirty bastards! I hope the car they stole will get away and hits a tree and turns over and burns up and they all die. The lock isn't broken. It's not Jimmy. I don't even know how they got in here.
Maybe they found my key on the street.
What do you mean, found your key? Don't you have your key?
No, I lost it. I thought it was somewhere in the house, but maybe I lost it on the street.
If you didn't have your key, how are you going to get back in the house when you went shopping?
I left the door open.
You left the door.
I didn't have a key. How was I going to get back in the house?
So you left the door open? In a city with the highest crime rate in the history of the world. You left the door open?
Yes, yes, my darling. Thursday. Come back Thursday. I'll send you to the moon Thursday. I may even join you. Yes, but first, please, the checky. Get the checky, the checky.
The checky. Oh, yes. Here you go. I made it out just like you told me to the title of the play. Cash. That's a funny name for a play. Cash.
Yeah, so is the Iceman coming. I'll see you Thursday. Goodbye, my little powder pigeon. Ta-ta.
Goodbye. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Dirty old buzzard.
May I come out of the bathroom now, Mr. Bialystok?
Yeah, all right.
I am terribly sorry I caught you with the old lady.
Thank you, Mr. Tack. May I take your coat?
Thank you.
So you're an accountant, huh?
Yes, sir, I am, sir.
You know who I used to be.
Why, of course, you're Max Bialystok, the king of Broadway.
No, I'm actually...
That's right, that's right. And might I say, sir, and please don't take this the wrong way, you're not just a dirty old man.
Thank you.
You're also a great Broadway producer, and there's something about me you should know. I have always had this secret desire to be a Broadway producer.
Producer.
Yes, sir.
A secret desire, huh? Well, can I give you a little advice?
Yes, sir.
Keep it a secret. The books, the books.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I speak to you for a minute?
Go, you have 58 seconds.
Well, sir, it seems.
You have 48 seconds left. Hurry, hurry!
According to the accounts, I've discovered that...
You have 28 seconds. You're using up all your time. Hurry!
Mr. Bialystock, I cannot function under these conditions. You're making me extremely nervous. What's that? A handkerchief? No, it's nothing, it's nothing.
If it's nothing, then why can't I see it?
My good blanket! My good blanket! Give me back my good blanket!
Don't panic, don't panic.
I'm sorry. I just don't like it when people touch my good blanket. It's nothing. It's a minor compulsion. I've had it ever since I was a baby, and I find it. I think I need to lay down for a minute.
They come here. They all come here. How do they find me? Boy, would you look at this? How can I help you?
What now? You're gonna jump on me.
What?
You're gonna jump on me and squash me like a bug. Please don't jump on me.
Will you please get a hold of yourself?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Stop that! What's the matter with you now?
I'm hysterical. I'm having hysterics. I'm hysterical. Leave me like this. I can't stop. I'm hysterical.
I can see that. Hold on, I'm coming, I'm coming.
I'm wet. I'm hysterical and I'm wet. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm hysterical.
What can I do? What can I do? You're making me hysterical.
Nothing. You find me. You're sitting over there.
I'm sitting. How's this?
That's much better. Thank you for smiling. That's a great deal.
Well, you know what they say. Smile and the world smiles with you. This man should be in a straitjacket.
Even better. Yes, thank you. May I speak to you for a minute?
Yes, Prince Mishkin, what can we do for you?
Mr. Bialystock, this is hardly the time for levity. I've discovered a serious error in the accounts of your last show, Funny Boy.
Where? What?
Well, sir, it seems the show raised a total of $100,000, yet it only cost $98,000. There's $2,000 unaccounted.
So I went to a Turkish bath. Who cares? The show was a flop. Blue, do me a favor. Why don't you move a few of those decimal points around for me? You can do it. You're an accountant. You're part of a noble profession. The word count is in your title. That's cheating. It's not cheating. It's charity. Blue, you see this stick pin? It used to hold a pearl as big as your eye. I used to wear handmade Italian shoes, $500 suits. Look at me now. Look at me now, I'm wearing a cardboard belt. You gotta save me. I'm reaching out to you. Don't send me to prison. Help!
Okay. All right, I'll do it.
Really?
Yes. $2,000 isn't that much. I'm sure you can hide it someplace. Besides, the IRS is not going to be interested in the show. That was a total flop.
Right. Good thinking. You figure it out. I'm gonna go take a little nap. And if anyone calls, I'm not in.
No, nothing. It's maddening. There's no women like this. No young women or youngish women. No sexy/articulate young women with some classical training and a particle of brain in their skull. Most women that are 20-40 today sound like they're 6 years old on helium. And I was like, oh, whatever. And he's like, you know. And I'm all like, oh, whatever. And he's all like, you know. No, I don't know. Well, our botanist gotta be out there somewhere. Hello, honey, are you there?
I'm too late, right?
If you're here for Venus and Fur, everybody went home half an hour ago.
God, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I got caught like way uptown and my cell went out and my damn heel gets caught in one of those sewer covered thing whatever. Then there's this guy on the train. I don't even want to tell you about him rubbing up against my backside the whole trip.
Can I run out and refill prescription for you?
I'm okay. It's just my usual luck is all. Thank you, God! Once again. Hi, I'm sorry. Vonda Jordan.
Vonda?
See what I mean? I've even got her name. I am like perfect for the part of the darn train gets stuck in the tunnel of this guy's trying to grope me from behind. Talk about paid. And you are?
Thomas Novacek.
And you're directing it, right? Anyway, this place sure is amazing.
Yeah, lost you. Must be a storm. No, somebody just walked in! Look, I'll be heading out in a couple minutes. Love you too. Ciao.
So, where am I? Where do you want me?
Where?
Wait a minute!
What?
Wait, my fur! She's wearing a fur stole when she comes in, isn't she?
She is! Start wherever you're comfortable and read the bottom of page 3.
Okay. Oh, since it's 18 whatever, do you think Vonda would have one of those phony transatlantic accents? You know what, never mind. I'll just try something. Cock! 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 Ink spot, ink spot. Okay. Herr Dr. Devlin von Kunschminski, I am Vonda von Dunya. I'm saying it's a rumor of yours. I am sorry to disturb you. I found this book in the birch last night.
Thank you. I was asking the maid where it was.
I also couldn't help but noticing this intriguing poem scrawled in the back, To Venus in Fur. Did you read this poem?
It's just a bit of doggerel.
Doggerel? Hardly. I would guard this book off then if I were you.
I appreciate your discretion.
So, you are a poet, Herr Kuschminski, a dreamer.
A dilettante. If anything in my life, I've stretched a score of canvases but painted nothing. You might say I lived the way I paint and write poetry, as an amateur.
Your knowledge of fur seems far more than amateur. You know my story intimately, and you two had only just met.
The love of fur is innate. It's a passion given by nature to us all. Who does not know the addictiveness of stroking a thick, soft fur, that particular tingle, that electricity?
Well said. Yes, somehow I suspect there is more than love of fur than Renaissance aesthetic.
And that's the end of page 3. That was very good, Tom.
Oh, I was just stumbling around trying to get it.
You didn't seem to be stumbling.
Well, that's good acting for you, I'll tell you.
It was very good.
Shucks, now I'm all embarrassed.
I'm not saying it's perfect.
No, sure.
Let's read on.
You know, you were a good actor, Thomas.
I'm just faking it.
You should play him.
Right.
No, I mean it. You'd be terrific.
Okay! Let's skip ahead to page 15, whenever you're ready.
In our society, a woman's only true power is to men. I want to see what woman will become when she is men's equal in education, and his partner in work, when she becomes an individual.
You only say that because you yourself are so individual.
A man usually says that to a woman whose individuality he's about to undermine.
If you don't mind me saying so, you're not only a Greek and a pagan and an individual. You seem to me to be a goddess.
Really? Which one?
Venus.
And Vonda really is Venus, right? She's like Venus in disguise or something come down to get him, to like torture him.
No, not really, or not exactly. It's the same story as old play Debauchee, where the Greek god Dionysus comes down and reduces Pythias, the king of Thebes, to a mass of quivering feminine jelly in a dress. And the crazy women of Thebes tear Pythias to pieces, and Dionysus leaves triumphant.
Sounds hot.
Except in Venus and fur, it isn't Dionysus, it's Aphrodite.
Remind me who that is?
Aphrodite is Greek version of Venus.
Well, hail Aphrodite!
Hail Aphrodite.
What were we doing?
Venus. But could Venus's pagan principles work in almost civil century? And without slaves, the Greeks only lived as freely as they did because they had slaves.
Then I seem to be in need of one. Would you be my slave, Thomas?
Thomas!
Just go with it, it works better.
Happily, give me a woman honest enough to say, I'm the mistress whom you abandon, and I will kneel to her.
But where was Aphrodite wanting a master today?
No man is worthy of dominating a goddess. He's only worthy of being subjected by her. Dominate.
Well, this certainly is novel.
Do you mind if we skip it? I have to be somewhere.
Yeah, no, sure. that's fine.
Start page 67.
Didn't you see how hard it's been for me to hurt you? I did all of this to save you, to show you how much I loved you. I have loved you since the first moment I saw you. I couldn't tell you because I'm not what I seem. I am weak. I am so lost, you see?
From now on, you are to call me Master.
Yes, Master.
I think I'll tie you up with a pair of your stockings. You want that, don't you?
Yes! Good! Good! Fantastic! But you know the problem here, Thomas? Any way you cut it, it's degrading to women. It's an insult.
What are you talking about?
This helpless woman submissively offering herself to a man. Beat me, hurt me, I'm just a woman.
But Vonda...
Say thank you, mistress.
Thank you, mistress.
How dare you! You thought you could do some poor, willing idiot actress and fit her in your program, didn't you? You thought you could use me to install
Why did you come here?
Was I ever really here?
Who are you?
Oh, you know who I am. Now say it. Say it!
Hail Aphrodite.
Louder, please!
Hail Aphrodite!
These are better days to be wrong.
Mrs. Stilson, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some questions. Some will be easy, some will be hard. Is that all right? Good, okay. Where were you born?
Never, not at all.
Right. Where were you born?
Well, now, that's a good thing, knowing us, of course, wouldn't call it such a sided. No, I wouldn't think so. Next.
Mrs. Stilson, are there 7 days in a week?
7? Yes.
Are there 5 days in a week?
No.
Can a stone float on water?
No.
Mrs. Stilson, can you cough?
Somewhat.
Well, would you show me how you cough?
Well, no, not so easy.
No, Mrs. Stilson, I'm sorry, I would like to hear you cough.
Well, I'm not bored to know. I would say outward, always outward, never stopping it.
Mrs. Stilson, here, take this object in your hand. Do you know what this object is called?
Tube bronch.
Very good, now put it down. Mrs. Stilson, what is the name of the object you were looking at?
Well, it's wobbly and not at all.
Pick it up.
Tube brush bridge, tube bridge.
Show me what you would do with it. Very good, thank you. Mrs. Stilson, do you know why you're here?
Well now,
You've had an accident. Not at home, in an airplane. It's called a stroke. This means that your brain has been damaged and brain tissue destroyed. Though we're not certain of the cause, you could get better, and you're certainly making progress, but it's still too soon to give any sort of exact prognosis.
well, I'm doing well, of course. They still pretend that they do not understand me. I believe they may be mad. No, they're not mad. I'm mad. Today I heard it. Everything I say is wrong. Something has been done to me.
Mrs. Stilson, can you repeat this phrase? We live across the street from the school.
Malakats on the portrait are the Kestrapats of the romancers.
Okay. Upsy girl, upsy baby, dinner time, axe away.
Out! Get out! Someone get me out of here!
Would you like some pudding?
No.
Good, I'll go get you some.
Yes. No questions. They got me. I've been, what's the word? Captured, is it? No, yes, it's captured. How? Not sure. Near as I can figure it, I was in my plane and crashed.
Mrs. Stilson, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mrs. Stilson, can you hear me?
Yes, I said yes. What's wrong with you? I don't believe this. I've been put in with the deaf.
Mrs. Stilson, if you can hear us, nod your head. Mrs. Stilson, if you can hear us, nod your head.
All in all, well, I'd say things could be better, could be worse, far worse. How? Not sure, just a sense I have. Yesterday, my children came to see me, or at least I was told they were my children. Never seen them before in my life. Time has become peculiar.
Good morning. Look, someone is here to see you. Wish I had as many admirers as you.
Mrs. Stilson? Mrs. Stilson, you've had what's called a stroke. Oh, yes. Thank you. Nice to be outside, isn't it? Such a nice view. Yes, indeed. Are you feeling any better today? The thing is, yes. What? I can't make it do it like it used to. Yes, I know. That's because of the stroke. Can you remember anything about your life before the accident? Not sometimes. Some days it's better if I see a thing or smell. Remembers me back, you see. And then there are times at night when I see things, when I have my things closed, eyes
Hello?
Hello?
I thought I saw someone. I was about to go to bed, and I saw you through my window. Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, no, I'm just here to see the Northern Lights.
Okay, it's awful late, and you're in my yard.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I'll only be here tonight. I'll see them tonight, the Northern Lights, and then I'll be gone. I hope you don't mind.
Is that your tent?
Yes.
You pitched a tent?
So I have a place to sleep.
In my yard?
After I see them, I hope you don't mind.
Well, it's not that I mind.
Do you mind?
Well, I don't know if...
Oh, no, I think you mind.
No, it's not that I mind.
No, you do. You do. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think you would. But would you let me stay in your yard? Because I need to camp out because I'm where I need to be. And did you know that Maine is the only state in the country that's only attached to one other state? It feels like the end of the world. Here I am, at the end of the world, with nowhere to go. So I'm counting on staying here.
Well...
I mean, if I really needed to.
Well...
Really needed to.
Well, if you really needed to, sure, but...
Oh, I'm so glad, then thank you. Oh my gosh, I need that.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So you're just here to see the Northern Lights?
Yeah, just tonight.
Well, you know, you might not see them tonight.
Oh no, I'll see, because I'm in a good place. Your latitude is good, and it's the right time. Solar activity is at an 11-year peak. Everything's in order, and boy, you have good sky for it.
It used to be a potato farm.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No trees in the way, and it's flat. Makes for a big sky. So, you're a farmer?
No, it used to be a farm. I'm a repairman.
Oh.
Fix things.
Oh, well, anyway, thank you. Thank you for letting me stay.
I'm sorry, it's just... I think I love you.
Really?
Yeah, I saw you from my window back there, and I love you.
Well, that's very kind, but there's something I think you should know. I'm not here for that.
Oh, no, I didn't think you were.
I'm here to pay my respects to my husband.
Oh.
Yeah, my husband, he died recently on Tuesday, actually, and the Northern Lights are really the torches that the recently departed carry with them so they can find their way to heaven, and I just didn't leave things well with him, so I was just hoping I could come here and say goodbye to him and not be bothered by what you did there just a second ago. That bothered me, so maybe I should just leave and find another yard.
No, I'm sorry if I behaved in a way I shouldn't have.
No, I think...
I'm not the kind of person who does things like that. Please, don't go. Just do what you need to do. I won't bother you. Maybe consider what I did a very warm Maine welcome.
All right. My name's Lori.
I'm East Reason. It's a town a little ways that way where I was born. A son, Easton, born on the 7th of January, 1986, in the town of Matthew, Maine. Instead of the other way around.
Aw, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Oh.
What? What's wrong?
My heart!
What?
My heart!
What?
You have my heart!
I...
In that bag! It's in that bag! Please give it back! Please! I need it! Please!
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, did you just say that your heart is in that bag? Is that what you just said? It's your heart?
Yes.
It's heavy. Why is it in that bag?
It's how I carry it around.
Why?
It's broken.
What happened?
Wes broke it.
Your husband?
Yeah, he went away.
Oh,
With someone else.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and when he did that, I felt like my heart would break. And that's exactly what happened. It broke, hardened up, and cracked in two. Hurt so bad, I had to go to the hospital. And when I got there, they told me they were going to have to take it out. And when they took it out, they dropped it on the floor, and it broke into 19 pieces. Slipped. It turned and slipped.
Great for roofing. How do you breathe? If your heart is in that bag, then how are you alive?
Artificial.
Really?
Yeah, because my real one's broken.
Then why do you carry it around with you?
Because it's my heart.
It's broken.
Yeah.
Because your husband left you.
Yeah.
Then why are you paying your respects to him if he left you?
Because that's what you do when a person dies. You pay them respects.
But he left you.
Yeah, but
And it seems to me that a man who leaves somebody doesn't deserve any respects.
I just didn't leave things well with him.
What do you mean?
And I'd like to apologize to him.
But he left you!
I know, but
Why should you apologize?
Because
why?
Because I killed him! And I'd like to apologize
Oh, but it didn't kill him. You didn't kill him.
Yes, I did. Because he got so sad that my new heart didn't want him back that he just tore out of the hospital, and the ambulance that was coming in from an emergency didn't see him and just took him right out. My police would take him back.
Lori.
He wouldn't have torn out of there like that.
Lori!
And it's been taken out like that, so I feel that foreclosure, the right thing to do is, please don't do that anymore.
Why? I love you.
Don't.
Why not?
Because I won't be able to love you back. I have a heart that can pump my blood, and that's all. The one that does the other stuff is broken. It doesn't work anymore.
Please let me have
No,
this.
it's mine.
I can fix
I
it.
don't know if I want you to.
Lori.
Please get that back, please.
It's broken.
Please.
It's no good like this.
But it's my heart, please.
Yes, it is. I believe I have it. And I can fix it. I'm a repairman. I repair things. It's what I do.
Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh, Wes! Wes, goodbye! Oh, I'm so sorry. Goodbye, Wes! Hello, peeps.
Now, Walt, you can trust me. Tell me everything.
Everything? What if you don't understand? I don't entirely understand myself.
I will understand, all right, my dear. Or else, I will learn to understand.
I'm too ashamed. You don't know what this does to me, and I'm not guilty.
How do you mean that?
It's not my fault. It was born in me.
Born in you?
The fault is nature's. It's a burden hanging over me.
But Walter, my dear, I don't understand. How did you come to have such thoughts?
Thoughts? They aren't thoughts.
But you're not Walt. You haven't done things?
No, don't think that about me.
But you said yourself, they aren't thoughts.
They're not thoughts. They're nature. Or rather, unnature, but it's something that doesn't just inhere in thoughts or in actions either. It's something that's been a part of me that's lived inside of me since the day I was born.
My dear, what nonsense.
Mother, it's something I can do nothing about. Something that you must never reproach me for.
Of course I won't.
That's not true. That's not what I meant. You don't have the right to reproach me.
In the first place, I have never done so.
Not in the past. And that's made me watchful and reticent. I started analyzing myself. I began to look for a cause, and I started to feel ashamed. It's horrible to feel ashamed for something that isn't your fault.
But for heaven's sake, Walt, when you became aware that you were going wrong?
I haven't gone wrong. I've never gone wrong. There's nothing else I can do.
I don't know what to think about all this. It's so taking me by surprise. But yes, I cannot help but find it disgusting. Abhorrent. Can't you do something about it?
If only you know how I've tried. How I've fought against it, but there's nothing I can change. Nothing I can discard or reform because it's part and parcel of my soul. Yes, I don't know how I can explain it, but you might as well say to me, breathing is bad for you. You must resist it.
No. That's where you're wrong. I'm afraid you're being too easy on yourself. It's always painful to admit to bad habits and to fight against them. Everyone's quick to beg off, to say, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just a part of me.
But maybe it is just too much of a part of me now. And maybe there's nothing I can change.
Even now that you know how horrible I find it, I don't understand.
It's a crime, a curse against me.
Be quiet!
Why?
You mustn't say such things.
You should just sing praises to God.
Walt, be quiet. I will not listen to that kind of talk.
If only you knew how it torments me. Then you yourself would rise up in rebellion, faced with such monstrous creatures. How can you still praise a righteous God?
How bitter you are, my dear wretched boy.
Wretched, yes, that's the right word.
If only I could help. But I don't know what advice to give. I don't know any solution. I don't understand. God, how then so many horrible things come crashing down all at once. Just a moment ago, we were still so happy.
You were. I wasn't.
Oh, my boy, I don't know what to think about all this, Walt. Maybe it's terribly stupid of your mother, but I never even in my imagination have heard of such things. But every so often you hear about it in the paper these days. What's it called? Yes, it's come to be considered a crime. Every day there are trials, criminal cases, and it ends in prison.
It used to be considered a crime. But it is not a crime. It is something that demands the right to exist.
No! Where will the world be if morals stand on such shaky ground?
Walter, when I think of what you were like as a child, cheerful, healthy, a little quiet perhaps, how cheerful and happy you always were, how at home you get wrapped up in your music and sing and play the piano, and to think something so horrible could come along and destroy all that. God, I still can't imagine it. Either it can't be true, or else it'll turn out to be a wicked fancy of yours.
No, no.
How long have you known about it?
Actually, from the time I was 12.
So long and you never spoke of it?
I never would have been able to, only now I realize that it was living inside of me then, that I was different from other boys.
How can I begin to understand all this? I wish there was someone I could talk to about this. I don't know. I don't know!
An educated person, perhaps Pastor Bruno.
No! Oh no!
Why not? It isn't sinful.
Wow, great pond. I love the lily pad.
Thanks, look, I'm here. It kind of grew on me. Can I take a look at the wings?
Sure, I guess for a minute.
Do you want to watch them too?
Sure, what's on?
Let's see. There's the love bug and butterfly, the spider stratagem, Charles the ant, angels and insects, the fly.
So, Reginald or Jeff Goldblum?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, tutors.
Born yesterday and life on Earth.
What's on that?
Swamp Life with Sir David Attenborough.
That sounds good.
Hello, I'm David Attenborough. Welcome to Swamp Life.
Isn't this comfy?
Is my wing in your way?
No, it's fine.
Now, you may not believe it, but within this seemingly lifeless puddle, there thrives a teeming world of vibrant life. This puddle is only several inches across, but its stagnant water plays host to 14 gazillion different species. Each species here is engaged in a constant, desperate battle for survival. Feeding, meeting, mating, breeding, and dying. And meeting, and mating, and meeting, and feeding, and dying. Meeting, mating, meeting, feeding, breeding, brooding, braiding, those that can braid, feeding, and mating!
What thing on his mind?
Tonight, we start off with one of the saddest creatures of this environment.
The dung beetle.
The toad.
The lonely mayfly.
Whoa, did he just say the mayfly?
I think he just said the lowly mayfly.
Yes, the lowly mayfly. Like these two mayflies, for instance.
Mate, I think that's us!
Oh my god.
We're on television! Oh my god, this is so exciting!
I wish my mother was here to see this.
I cannot believe this.
Oh, I look horrible.
Oh, you look really good.
No, I can't watch this.
As you can see, the lowly mayfly is not one of nature's most attractive creatures.
At least we don't wear safari jackets.
I really wish you'd stop saying the lowly mayfly.
The mayfly has a very distinctive...
Oh, sorry, I think something's wrong with my antenna.
You don't have cable?
How about this phone?
and 60 tons of droppings.
Well, that fixed it.
You want something to eat? I've got a place in the back. Very nice snack.
I do love good nap.
I'll send it out. You can pick.
Okay.
The lowly mayfly first appeared some 350 million years ago,
That's interesting.
and is of the order of Emeroptera, meaning living for a single day.
I did not know that.
Living for a single day, huh?
Here you go.
Oh, that's beautiful, Meg.
That's curry nap, salted nap, and Scottish smoked nap.
I do not think I can finish all one.
Oh, not to worry. That's larva dip in the center. Just dig in.
All right.
Mayflies are a major food source for trout and salmon.
That's savagery.
That poor mayfly.
Fishermen like to bait their hooks with mayfly lookalikes.
Bastards! Excuse me.
And then there's the giant bullfrog.
Oh, hey there.
Hello.
Welcome to Swamp Life.
Funny how we flew right into each other's wings.
It is funny.
Or fate.
Do you think he's gone?
Did that in girl?
The frog.
What frog?
As you can see, mayflies can be quite affectionate, mutually palpating their proboscises.
You know what? I've been wanting to palpate your proboscis all evening.
Fortunately for this insect, the mayfly has a lifespan of only 1 day.
What was that?
The mayfly has a lifespan of only 1 day, living just long enough to meet, mate, have offspring, and die.
Did he just say meet, mate, have offspring, and die?
I did. In fact, mayflies born at 7:30 in the morning will die by the next dawn. But so much for the lonely mayfly. Let's move on to the new.
Mayday!
Oh my God, we're going to die! We are going to die! I think I'm having an asthma attack. Can mayflies get asthma?
I don't know, what just the bar?
Maybe I put a paper bag on my head.
So this is my sex life?
Do you have a paper bag?
I'm saying a libido to boom, that's it.
You have a paper bag!
When the common mayflies, foreplay segues and funerals.
Do you have a paper bag?
No, and I'm not going to look for one. We're going to be dead very shortly, okay?
Oh, come on, that wasn't a whole hour. Oh, time is moving so fast now. Shut up! Oh my God, it all makes so much sense. We were born at 7 this morning. We hit puberty mid-afternoon. Our biological clocks went bong, and here we are. Hot to cover!
Thank you one brief mythical time to get to do it.
Yeah!
And I'm just a babe here. Is that his tail?
Whoa, hey, not the one who wanted to watch TV.
I'm not the one who wanted to watch Life on Earth. Oh, swamp life. That sounds interesting.
There's a frog up there.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm terrified.
We're right down here. Come and get us.
Do you want something to eat?
You know what? I've lost my appetite.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, May. Really, I didn't mean to snap at you.
Oh, you've been very nice. Under the circumstances.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I just don't apologize. You're going to be dead soon.
I'm sorry.
Of course, I had such plans. Such wonderful, wonderful plans. I wanted to see Paris.
Whoa, what is Paris?
I have no effing idea.
Well, maybe we can come back as caviar and find it.
I was really just hoping to live till Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh, Horace, the sun's gonna be up soon. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
May, I know we haven't known each other very long, but I'm gonna say it. I think you're divine. From your big, buggy eyes, to the thick, raspy hair on your legs, to the intoxicating scent of your secretions. Ew! Ew! No, I say woof! I say, so what if life is a swamp and we're just a couple of really little bugs in a really little pond? I say live, May. Dang it, live!
But how?
I do not know!
Well, you could fly to Paris.
What, Paris?
Do we have time to fly to Paris?
Carpe diem.
What does that mean?
It means bon voyage.
And we're out of here!
I thought it was good. How much coffee cup? I'm gonna drink my own urine.
You may lie.
I do not drink my own urine.
Yet.
Haven't we got any ordinary tea? That stuff in the kitchen's made from floor sweepings. You might as well drink liquid cancer. God, you do talk absolute shite sometimes. Some people believe they drink from their own urine.
Yes, I know, and they're all mad.
You're always so certain when it comes to things you know nothing
If
about.
God had meant you to ingest your own urine, he would have rigged up a drinking straw arrangement directly from your bladder to save you the indignity of squatting over a teacup. No, please. I just want an hour.
There are things to do.
They can wait.
What are they? Nerve tablets. Have one for heaven's sake. Have seen he, and what does he mean, wonder woman?
I don't know. He's gotten a lot of it.
I'm starving. Is anyone else hungry?
Maybe they were having an affair. Munch, munch, munch. I really like some shredding. Helping out these shreds getting more and more confused. Everything was packed up. I wanted to take us to Herbalist to Whitby. She wouldn't have any of it. I don't think the colonic irrigation was a very good idea. Not for Alzheimer's. You don't know the best thing about colonics. I do know that your colon is supposed to function independently without recourse to a football. Oh. She never took care of herself. That's the problem. She was 75. She died. Let her be. She still smoked. So what? She died because her heart gave out because she never looked after herself properly. I don't think that's strictly true. You're a doctor. You know it's true. Okay, so it's all her own fault. She ate sliced white bread, so she deserves what she got. Whereas you wouldn't have it in her house. So your brother managed to avoid death altogether. That's the general idea. Where we deserve all we get, because we've been recklessly cavalier in the diet department. Or we can stomach 6 feet of plastic tubing being shoved up our bottoms. Thank God you're not my doctor. Thank God you're not my patient. I'm just saying, if you eat properly. And I'm just saying people die. You can't avoid it. Not me. Well, you two seem to have avoided it comprehensively when it came to Mum. Most of the time, you weren't even here. Oh, great. The guilt fest. I knew to get there eventually. It's no good trying to make me feel guilty, because I don't. I didn't think for a moment you would. You'd like me to, though, and I won't. I refuse. I've nothing to feel guilty for at all. I didn't like her. Who? Mum? Don't be ridiculous. She didn't like me. Yes, she did. How do you know? She was your mother. Childhood. We all had the same childhood. It wasn't horrible. Mine was. That's because you're an egomaniac. She thought I was a menopause. Who told you that? She did. She had the cat put down without telling me. She shut me up in a cupboard. She said it was an accident, but it wasn't. When did she do all this? I never had the right shoes. She never let me visit you in the hospital when you had an exploding appendix. She did it deliberately. She excluded me from everything. She made me stay in this shop after closing time and count nails. When I think about childhood, we went on a lot of bike rides, and it was always sunny. Well, it was for you. You could put a foot wrong. When I think of it, it was always pissing down. And what bike? I never had one. I'm sure you came to the beach with us. I remember it. The only time I went to the beach, it was with you, and you left me there. You forgot me. You didn't remember till you got home when Mom said, "Where's Catherine, Dad?" It was Mary. She was too young. She was being a pain and showing off in Esperanto, so we ran away and left her there. No best hair, and the tide coming in. It was me. No, it wasn't. It was me. So how come I remember it? Because I told you about it, and you appropriated it. If it was horrible, it must have happened to you. And the cat didn't die. She didn't have it put it down. It just died. You got run over by a combine harvester, actually. I don't remember any of this. The amount of chemicals having gone through your system, I'm surprised you can remember anything. You did leave me at the beach. Someone left me at the beach. I remember it vividly. I've got a brilliant memory. I remember everything. You've forgotten Lucy's birthday every year since she was born. You'd go mad if you remembered everything. What would be the point? Your head would burst. There's an illness, a sort of incontinent memory syndrome, where you remember everything in hideous detail, and it is not a blessing. It's an affliction. There's no light or shade, no difference between the trivial and the vital. Actually, Catherine, maybe you should come and for a test. You're doing it again. I found it. I found my organizer. Entrance. Undertaker's 10:30 bridge rolls. It looks like all that's left are the flowers. We have to do this now. It won't get done on its own. Besides, if we're up to you two, you'd have to cremate yourself. All right, all right.
Old woman. Man, sorry. What's that castle over there?
I'm 27.
What?
I'm not old.
Well, I can't just call you a man.
Well, you could say Dennis.
I did not know you were called Dennis.
Well, you didn't bother to find out, did you?
Look, I'm sorry about the old woman thing, but really, from behind, you look...
What I'm objecting to is you automatically treating me like an inferior.
Well, I am king.
Oh, king, eh? Very nice. And how did you get that? By exploiting the workers? By hanging on to outdated imperialist dogma, which perpetuates the social and economic differences in our society. If there's ever going to be any progress...
Dennis! There's a lot of good fat over there!
King of the Britons.
King of the who?
Britons.
Who are the Britons?
Well, we all are. All Britons, and I am your king!
I didn't know we had a king. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourselves. We're living in a dictatorship, a self-perpetuating autocracy in which the working classes...
There you go, bringing class into it again.
That's what it's all about. Please! Stop it, Moxie! Stay over there and carry on and stop rubbing yourself with coconuts. I am the king. Who is your lord?
We don't have a lord.
We are an anarcho-syndicalist commune. We take it in turns to act as sort of an executive officer for you. Yes. But all the decisions of that officer must be approved at a bi-weekly meeting by a simple majority in the case of purely internal affairs. Be quiet. But a 2/3 majority. Be quiet! Are you? Be quiet!
Moderator, you think thinking it?
I am your king!
Well, I didn't know.
You don't vote for king?
How do you become king then?
Well, I'll tell you. As I was riding past from Camelot, I saw the Lady of the Lake. Dead? No, not dead. She's the Lady of the Lake. She lives in the lake. What? In the water? Yes. She appeared to me out of the bosom of the water. Her arms were shivering sunlight. Held the ball in silver. To signify by divine providence that I, Arthur, was to wield Excalibur. Excalibur? Yes, thank you. And that's why I'm your king. Listen, strange with lying is no basis of a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from the mandate, from the masses, not from some autocratic ceremony. It's not an ordinary sword. How many swords do you know that have their own names? You can't expect a real supreme executive power just because some lottery told you sword is. If I was saying that I was honored because some voice in me, Lord the cemetery, people would have me put away. You think I meant to think like that, huh? Sonia blows with their backs lying in palms. If I prove to you that the Lady of the Lake is real, will you enlist in my army as a knight? Oh, sure. If she exists, I'll join any bloody army. For the Tooth Fairy, I'll join the Navy. Very well. Watch this.